Okay, what's up, guys? What Culture Wrestling has uploaded a video titled 10 WWE Romances You Totally Don't Remember. Forgive me if I sound like I don't even know how to describe it, but my throat is sore, and so it's kind of just talk and do anything. I don't know. Like I feel like when I start feeling that moment of sickness, I just want to lay down. But I know you guys are gonna want to see some videos, and so it's not like I'm behind on videos. I got 100 videos I haven't even uploaded yet, so let's just add more to the collection. Anyways, yeah, shout out to What Culture Wrestling. If you guys, I mean, I'm positive you guys have seen previous reactions of What Culture Wrestling and things like stuff I've seen of theirs. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video. And they did show one. It was Braun Strowman and Alexa Bliss. And that was like, yeah, that was something where it's just like, it was just for that moment when they were doing like that mixed tag team match stuff. But anyways.
Want to know how wrestling used to be booked and kinda still is? It was under this idea that the world champion should be someone men wanted to be like, and that woman wanted to, well, do the sideways shuffle with. It's a somewhat old-fashioned way of thinking, but it has shown itself to be successful throughout the years.
I did forget about Dolph Ziggler and Lana.
Edge
and Vicky, nah, you couldn't have forgotten that.
Don't try and pretend this isn't the case either. Vince McMahon believes in the concept so much he even greenlit an angle where Eric Bischoff, who tried to kill his own company, got it on with his own daughter. Wrestlers hooking up has happened since the dawn of time, though, which means there's no
AJ Lee, it was.
That's when What Culture Wrestling.
China and Eddie. I felt like I heard of that one.
Simon from What Culture, and this is 10 WWE romances you totally don't remember. Number 10, Trish Stratus and Carlito. This was seemingly only stop.
This was before I was watching wrestling.
So who knows where this was meant to go, but the reason behind it was obvious. WWE wanted
I didn't start watching until maybe 2007, 2006, 2007. So
a relationship with Stratus was the way to do it. She was a megastar when the man who loved apples sidled up next to her, and their pairing led to a feud against Edge and Lita, which did help. Carlito got a decent rub, and Trish was able to use this to sign off her career on a high. Unfortunately, she left a little too early because we never got a proper ending to this narrative, which meant Mr. Caribbean Cool was left sparring with main eventers.
I know, it's like, whatever happened to Carlito?
He was oh so close though.
Like I do like, because I know his brother or his cousin is someone that's related to him. They're still in wrestling, and I'm like, man, I miss Carlito.
Until he just decided to leave the
that guy.
Now,
he's still in wrestling.
Number 9, Randy Orton and Kelly. Well, this one was fun now, wasn't it?
I did not remember this.
How WWE treated women for far too long. 2008 basically saw Randy Orton and Kelly hook up so he could have a one-night stand with her and then just forget about the whole thing. It was also dusted off with some difficult-to-watch segments.
I think I remember this.
Didn't tie into either of their current stories. It got worse too because it was Kelly who was treated as the bad guy as the Viper tried to win back the Raw Heavyweight Championship, even though all that happened was she got screwed over. In case this has been lost on anyone, Orton told Kelly straight to her face that this was a one-off, that it wasn't that memorable, that he used her, and that she was pathetic.
They talking about Kelly, then you know it's she hasn't even been in the ring in what? Well, then I'll take that back, because it was that women's pay-per-view.
Let's leave it be again. Number 8, son.
I heard this girl, she ain't doing kid-friendly stuff anymore, from what I've heard.
Sunny must have loved it, mind, as the matches that were happening in the mid-90s were so forgettable, she was always the decided to jump in with both feet, which is why a relationship angle was booked between her and Billy Gunn after she started taking care of his team. It was this attraction that sparked Gunn's heel turn that spring.
This is before my time.
All the way to the top, but it was also
my time watching wrestling, at least.
That fed into the total implosion of the unit in September. She had little interest in Gunn once the duo lost their championships to the British Bulldog and Owen Hart, and his puppy love for her ruined their rematch the following month. He just couldn't get her out of his head. Number 7, John Cena and Mickie James. One of several times a real-life couple was played out on screen, Mickie James and John Cena had dated in real life before hints at their romance were made public through bizarre backstage vignettes. After weeks of teases that there may be more than just a friendship between the two, following a Mickie match on Raw in 2008. In a fourth wall
I always wanted that John Cena shirt.
Cena returned her knickers from the previous evening, as you would do with a camera in your face. As she blushed off into the distance, John guzzled a bottle of JBL's Mamawana drink that WWE were promoting at the time. Yep. This was not all that enjoyable, and when rumors swirled that Mickie was transferred to SmackDown because of a breakup, it all fell apart further when ex-boyfriend Kenny Dykstra implied that he was still with James when the Cena relationship began. Oh, yeah. Number 6, John Cena and Maria. It's Johnny Boy again, although this time he seemingly forgot that he was in a relationship with Maria, despite that being the story. Cena never really saw
I did not know about.
And
before my time. Before my time had to be.
They did kiss on air, but even that may come of a surprise to some because it was framed as a good luck kiss. I don't think anyone should be doing that. The idea was that Maria was smitten with the champ, because of course she would be, and Cena rushed to her aid during a vicious attack from Umaga orchestrated by guest GM Eric Bischoff. John then paired off with his new beau to fight Edge and Lita on a Raw shortly after he dethroned the Rated R superstar at that year's Raw Rumble. Maria's nerves threatened to overwhelm them beforehand, however, but Cena planted a kiss on her as if to breathe power into her lungs. What a hero he really is. Number 5, Derrick, Bateman, and Kaitlyn, and Johnny Curtis, and Maxine. NXT
Dang, that's just
TakeOver
too
Redemption
much.
was a crazy show. It had so much going on, and yet at the same time,
I remember that guy.
Happened. The fact it seemed booked by the wrestlers themselves whilst management just ignored it entirely resulted in a number of decidedly un-WWE things happening each week. It started life as the last series of the original NXT, but as it became apparent that Triple H was going to take over the entire developmental system, the show's purpose beyond filling up some time was completely lost. This allowed a love square featuring faces Derrick, Bateman, and Kaitlyn, and heels Johnny Curtis and Maxine to manifest itself as real.
Kaitlyn, I remember her. She ain't wrestling no more. Isn't she like a bodybuilder or something like that? Because I think when I read about her, I heard she was doing bodybuilding stuff. So, because I always wondered what happened to that girl. Like, there be times when them wrestlers just disappear and you don't know what happened to them until it's like a month, 2-3 months into watching wrestling. Y'all like, hey, wait a minute. Because it was even like that with Enzo Amore and Big Cass. And then when I seen that them two got fired, I was like, whoa, I need to start following like some like WWE news type stuff to get caught up on the times, like when wrestlers be getting fired and things, or like their contract ends and then they get released. Like, I need to know these things because I never know until it's like months away from when they originally like quit and things. So
try and sneak in. We'll never know what the deal was meant to be because Papa Trips took over and changed the game. But boy howdy was this nuts for a while. Number 4, Daniel Bryan and Gail Kim. In short, Vince McMahon thought it would be funny to see 3 then WWE divas fight over Daniel Bryan, so made a story out of it. That's all you need to know, unless you'd also
when did Gail Kim?
The reason Bryan was chosen is because of how he looked and that he was a vegan. You tell me. I'm sure Daniel doesn't mind too much in hindsight because it led to his marriage with Brie Bella, but on TV, her, Nikki, and Gail Kim were all vying for his attentions, with the latter winning him over to begin with. This was meant to be amusing, remember, because it wasn't.
I'm trying to think, like, I feel like I remember when it was, yeah, Nikki and Brie Bella, but I don't remember Gail Kim. Dang, man, that's how long it's been. Like, I do not remember this stuff with wrestling. Like, dang. I feel like I remember this, but then again, I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
So they got together just because, and they split up just because. You could argue that's the most realistic storyline WWE has ever told, but it was also a giant waste of time on a program that is meant to be filled with twists, turns, and tales of the unexpected. This was just a man and a girl dating for a bit. Whoop-de-flippin'-do. Number 3, Lillian Garcia and Viscera.
I feel like...
The hell? Don't worry, you're in good company. Just know that it was.
I feel like I remember this. I remember hearing about it, but I don't like. I didn't see it because this was before I was watching wrestling and things.
Relationship after Viscera dubbed himself the world's largest love machine, it built to a marriage proposal at July's Vengeance.
Wow.
I'm sure that angle had people buying the show in droves. No one counted for the Godfather, however, who simply walked out and convinced Big Vis to leave the love of his life so he could have some cheap sex with his woman for hire instead. As ever, WWE wasn't done because Lillian here was presented as some kind of succubus that would bleed Big Daddy.
Bro, it's like Lillian Garcia. I ain't gonna lie. When I started watching wrestling, I had a crush on that girl.
Have you ever seen it used in the video package or mentioned by the company since? Of course not. It's garbage then. Garbage now. Kane and Terry Runnels. I don't know why this was a thing. In fact, I'll never get why Kane was ever booked to have a relationship in the WWE, when his gimmick was meant to be terrifying.
I know.
Seeing someone cozy up to you kind of negates that. But as well as Trish, Stratus, AJ, Lee, Tori, and Lita, Terry Runnels was another lady that made it onto the Big Red Machine's list as he tore through the company. His several-week love arc with Terry was his final battle
take her up there. That ain't even right.
Before Triple H brought it all to a screeching halt with the reveal of Katie Vick's demise. This had been too, or so it seems, as the game wanted to win the.
I didn't know whether that thing was real or fake, because I'm like, okay, like it took me some researching and stuff about that whole Katie Vick thing. And yeah, I was like, is this real or is this fake? Because I don't know in things, and so yeah, kid me didn't understand, but now adult me is just like, okay, ain't no way possible they would do something like that on TV. A very dark storyline, but yeah, ain't no way that they would do something like that on TV for real. Actually,
as well as the physical one, seeing Kaitlyn a loving partner who never spoke again, which actually does make sense. If your ex did what Triple H claimed Kane to have done, it's probably not worth the risk. Just delete their number from your phone. Number 1, Ted Dibiase and Maryse. If you do remember this, it's only because you were one of the select few that clung on to WWE's in-house belief that the son of the $1 Million Man had a half chance of making a few bob himself as the company's top star.
I'm trying to think.
Dibiase did have something to him, but the systems just weren't in place at the time to make a star underneath the permanent main event presence that was John Cena. It didn't help that WWE desperately wanted him to be his dad, right down to bringing Virgil back in 2000.
I actually had to look up what he's doing nowadays, and I still don't know what he's doing. So
if an attractive woman was into him, maybe everybody else would be as well. It was a bad move for the pair of them because Maryse had already been over in the Divas division, and Dibiase never looked comfortable in the role. Shockingly, they soon broke up. Know of any other WWE romances people won't remember?
It's probably a few years from now. They will have this one.
WhatCulture.com and read yourself some articles. And follow What Culture on Twitter at WhatCultureWWE. My name is Simon from What Culture. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.
Yeah, I can't think of any other ones. There probably is, but I just can't think of it right now. But yeah, my throat, it's like really sore and stuff, so it's going to be limited talking in all my videos. Like, I will try to throw out some things here and there, but like my throat is just like very scratchy right now, and so I'm just I want to do videos, but then I'm like, I ain't trying to have my throat be all messed up and things. So anyways, yeah, make sure you guys go subscribe to What Culture Wrestling for more videos like this, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and peace.